Hello everyone. We're back again. We are actually finishing up this arc tonight, from what I understand. So this is going to be awesome. So very excited to get right into it. But yeah, the title's on here. I'm not going to spoil anything. If you can't read the title, hey, Mike will probably talk about it anyways. We do want to give a shout out to Jenny Panish, who did, as you saw in our opening there, did all the little pictures of the characters and everything in there. It's super awesome, super cool looking. So make sure and check her out. We did tag her in the live stream if you're checking us out. I know Kat did on Twitter. So make sure and check it out. She's an amazing artist, has done a lot of art throughout the years for Time to Tabletop for different projects here and there. So let's get right into it, though. Let's get right into it. It is all yours, sir.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so welcome to the Coldest War, a nightmarish journey through the intersection of crime, espionage, and madness, straight to the rotten heart of the American dream. Okay, so now that we're all here, we got these wonderful pictures, courtesy of Jenny Panish, my very own flesh and blood, my sister, who has actually played with us a few times in our last campaign, and she might pop in for this one too. I'm certainly hoping. Let's get started. I'll do a real quick recap. Let's just go around real quick and tell me, just super who you are and who you're playing, just real fast. Starting with Patrick.
Hello, I am Patrick. I am playing Agent Gabriel Carter, the sort of CIA handler for this group of interesting individuals.
Interesting individuals. All right, so let's also joining us is Nick.
Well, hello. I'm Nick, and I'm playing one of those interesting individuals known as Experiment 16 of the Zai Project. Also known as Zai.
Zai, of course. And following that, we have the amazing Marvin.
Well, hey, I'm Marvin, and I'm going to be playing the cyborg soldier, Sergeant Raymond Dowd.
Oh,
Well,
so
that's it.
cool. And rounding us out, it is very honored, very lucky to have her here. It is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing another government experiment. She is Lambda 18, the 18th child of the Lambda Project. Well, of her particular Lambda Project. She is a telekinetic. She has purple hair, she's missing an eye, and she can't walk. But other than that, she's doing fine. But honestly, the telekinesis makes up for a lot of it.
It certainly does. All right, so all four of these interesting individuals were part of the Hermitage, a kind of top secret CIA offshoot that handles this sort of paranormal, extrasensory perception style operations. One of those operations that they've been sent on is Operation Exterminator, shutting down, as in shutting down permanently, Zai 18, a psychic soldier, a brother of Zai 16, who has gone totally rogue and is on a rampage in New York. They had a bit of a run-in with him and some insects he summoned. They did some more research and discovered that he is knocking off people connected to the Grimaldi crime family, which handles a lucrative heroin network, a smuggling network that goes all the way from Italy. Though for some reason, the Grimaldis, two things are different about this. One, the Grimaldis are not hooked up with a mafia or Camorra or Ndrangheta. I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. One of the other kind of organized crime groups in Italy at this time. They're not working with them. They're working with someone else who is apparently providing the source, or at least coordinating things in Italy. The other thing they've learned is that this dope, the profit, I mean, it's sold in New York, but a good portion of the profits go to Canada, where you've also learned that the Hermitage ran a whole bunch of other experiments, Canadian experiments, away from US soil. And then finally, you guys learned the identity of the next potential victim. Don Grimaldi himself, Gentleman Johnny Grimaldi, the one who is in charge of the whole family. And you know that he has a compound, a sort of mansion home base in kind of near the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. So we're going to start with everyone heading there, but we're going to start in a totally different place. We're starting years in the past. Zai, you are a young man, or you are a young man now. You're a child at this point.
Younger.
You're maybe, I don't want to give a specific age, but maybe early teenage years.
Okay.
And after a long helicopter ride, probably a plane ride, then a helicopter ride, you were taken to a military base somewhere in the American Southwest, into what appears to be a missile silo. You get kind of a glimpse of it through the windows of your helicopter as it touches down. And after that, you are ushered out. You got a bunch of guards with you, and you are brought down various elevators through all sorts of security checkpoints into this sort of underworld labyrinth of tunnels. You're walking along, and next to you is Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, who is one of the founding members, one of the minds behind Project Omega. He's this kind of thin, haggard-looking guy with a club foot that is, and a cane that's kind of clicking along next to you. He has never been a parental figure. He's always been very cold and distant to you, but maybe he's the closest thing you got. So right now he's sort of talking to you without really looking at you as you're walking along, and he's like, keep up, Zai. I've got a club foot and I'm getting to move on. Come on, keep up.
Is there a reason why I'm here, sir?
Yeah. I'd like you to meet somebody. I think socialization is important for you and for her.
Okay.
So you're very lucky, 16. You're going to meet a friend.
Okay.
And with that, he brings you into another room that's sort of cordoned off from, again, the rest of the facility. Lamb, so at this point, you're probably maybe 10 or 11, I would say.
Probably,
Yeah. What do you think your room is like at this point?
At this point, it has already become padded, but she does have the wheelchair. She hasn't yet learned how to use her telekinesis to hover, so she's been stuck with it,
Okay.
more or less. No dog yet.
Oh, I was
She just
hoping
kind of
we
by
get Coco as a puppy. I was looking forward to it.
No, I don't. This would be too early. Coco, I don't know if Coco would still be alive if Coco
Fair.
was around right now.
Okay,
There is the television behind the plexiglass still,
Right, so we still got the TV going.
and the TV's always going. She doesn't have any control of it.
Yeah.
At this age, she still has a couple of stuffed toys. She hasn't really taken up painting or knitting yet. But you can see that right now she's having the stuffed toys have a conversation with each other. You'd presume she's not talking aloud, but you can see her moving them around with her hands, and one's kind of gesturing and then the other one gestures.
Oh man, adorable and kind of creepy. So Dr. Gottlieb brings Zai in. He gives kind of a look at the booth that's monitoring everything, and the TV turns off. And he's like, Lamb, I'd like you to meet 16. You guys are going to be best friends. So please, we should have actually someone else joining us in just a moment, but please, you two, interact, be friends, do things that kids do together. Hopscotch and such. I'll be in the next room. And Dr. Gottlieb just heads out of there.
She looks down at her legs when he says hopscotch and stuff.
Oh man, I didn't even notice. Ooh man, but that makes sense. Gottlieb is a terrible person. Real person, by the way. Horrible.
She looks up at Zai for a moment and then just goes back to playing with her toys again.
Hi. I want to try something, and he's going to. It looks like he's straining a little bit. I would say he's still trying to figure things out, but eventually, Lamb will hear his voice. Don't be frightened. In your head. You can talk to me this way. It might be easier for you.
I can talk to you through your head.
Yeah, it's strange. I know.
No, it's good. I can't talk normally. They're trying to teach me how to talk again, but I can't right now. I listen to a lot of things, though. I listen to the TV, and I listen to Mr. Snuffles. That's the elephant there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess maybe this is why I was brought in here.
I guess. I don't know. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. I guess they said something about socialization. That's
Socialization.
yeah. It's been
No offense, but aren't you like 20?
No, not yet.
I'm awfully young to be socializing with you, don't you think?
Well, it may be less of an age thing and more of a I can talk to you without.
Yeah. I suppose that's good. It's good to talk to someone. I'm surprised they have you in the room with me, though.
Yeah. Wait, why?
The last person who came in here exploded.
What?
I exploded them. I didn't mean to.
Oh. Huh.
Can you see how I can move the toys around with my head?
Oh, yeah.
Just a toy bow and kind of do a... So that's the good part of it, and I think someday I'm going to be able to figure out how to move around and stuff. I can't right now. But sometimes it goes out of control and people die. Lots of people die.
Okay.
That's why I'm the only one left.
Yeah, I don't know if there are many others like me around anymore.
Did you kill them all too?
Zai, as you say this, the door actually opens up, and Zai 18 comes in. Who's again about your age. He's still like, early teenage, and he's the same kind of gawky appearance as you, and is also wearing like some sunglasses. Though, I think at this point both you just have like, standard government issue sort of Ray-Bans, not the cool shades you sport in the present of our story.
Yeah.
But he kind of comes in. You hear Gottlieb like speaking, over the loudspeaker. All right, everybody's here. It's the regular little rascals over there. All right, so I brought one more playmate for you. So go on, keep on having fun.
I will sort of out loud just be like, hey, 18, you want to connect with her? At least try.
18's like, gives you a nod, and then he also joins your psychic conversation.
Okay, so you're both psychic. Is that why you both are wearing sunglasses?
It's more of a... There's a side effect of our
18's
program.
You want to see it?
See what?
What our eyes look like?
If you want to show me that, sure.
Okay. And he flips them open. You get to see that sort of purplish. How did you describe it, Zai? What type of purple?
So they're purple irises, but instead of like the circular, it's sort of like there's like intermittent, like sort of almost a pattern of like bumps around it, and then the pupil is sort of like a whitish purple. So,
I'm not going to show you what's under here.
you don't have to. So
it's okay. He looks over some of the stuffed animals and he's like, "So these are your friends?"
Yeah, they're my friends till I accidentally kill them.
Oh,
When I have an episode, everything tends to explode. Not the TV, though. The TV's safe. I'm very worried that they've put 2 of you in the room with me.
No, I think we'll be okay. I mean, is there like glass in between us? I'm guessing.
nope. They just threw you in together.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of interesting.
18's like, "We'll be okay."
All right.
We got. I mean, he's saying this all psychically, so nobody else can. He's like, 16. You know, she's got these animals. We got something way better.
Right. Yeah.
You want to know what it is? By the way, I can't get over how we're both 18. Like Lambda 18, Psi 18, like 2 18s.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of a fun, coincidence.
suppose so.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
were-
So anyway,
Yeah.
we got a friend, and he's definitely not imaginary.
Okay.
16. Why don't you tell her about her? I mean, tell her about him.
Oh, yeah, I guess he was a little bit. We have like a friend that we usually see in our dreams. He doesn't. They don't. He doesn't really come out anywhere else. So we sort of. I mean, is he the same? I would know that it's like the same person for all of the side project, right?
Oh yeah, you've like talked about it before. I mean, psychically probably with 18 and with the others.
Yeah. So, I guess we've all had a similar experience with a friend of ours by the name of Xeris.
Xeris. 18's like, so I mean, maybe you're in a bad situation. I know 16 and I certainly are. But I just
don't
know
anybody
like, oh, go ahead.
I don't know anybody named Zaris, that's for sure.
Maybe he'll make his presence known to you.
Hmm.
Just be aware, if we're ever really in trouble, Xeris will be there to help us.
Yeah.
And also, he looks over at you, 16. I mean, you got my back, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, flash forward. Everybody is in Wampus's van, rumbling down through this kind of like forested road in the Pine Barrens, heading towards the Grimaldi compound. Dowd, you have some new hardware installed in you. You got this in the mail just like this morning, and between I guess maybe Wampus and Carter worked together to install it. It comes from make sure I get the name right here. Doctor, his name is Dr. East. His kind of nickname is Happy. So like Happy East is his full name. But Dr. East, and he's the one he's done a lot of work with all of you. He's participated in a lot of Hermitage adjacent experiments over the years, and he's given you sort of like a long range scanner. So this will in effect give you advantage on all perception checks.
So
It's pretty useful.
Basically, a telescopic visor.
Yeah, something like that. Zydus posed a great question. The same day? No, this is like maybe a day and a half later.
So we've all
Everybody-
taken a long rest.
So
now.
long rest.
Everybody has
Okay.
a chance for a long rest. Everybody's back at full in. Okay, so you guys sort of like turn a corner and you come up to the compound. It's got like a kind of stately brick wall. There's a almost Roman temple looking like mansion behind it. It's in the middle of summer. The forest is all blooming. It's warm. The flowers are out. It looks pretty cool. There's a big kind of garden out front, a lot of like these Grecian statues or Roman statues, and some cool topiaries of like bears, dragons, um, other such creations, all done up in like grass with maybe some some floral decorations in them. Looks like some very expensive yard work. So Wampus the Clown, like, stops the car, goes up to the gate, and he's like, well, all right, fellas, here we are. Now, I didn't really try the stealthy approach, so if you just want to go on in and have yourself a chat with old Mr. Grimaldi, let him know about the danger that's coming for him. I bet he'd be mighty appreciative.
Before we go in, can you make sure any TV and radio inside of the place is turned off?
Wampus is like, nope, cannot do that. So sorry.
Somebody should.
You gotta. What's that?
Somebody should.
I'll make sure we ask.
Wampus is like, yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard about what happened over there in Coney Island, so yeah, definitely mention that to the master of the house when you go in. I'm sure they'll be more than willing to turn off all the TVs and so on.
Quick question, Michael. Wampus's breakfast table, is it made out of wood or is it like formica or something?
Oh, what a question. Can I ask the purpose of this before I decide?
If it was made out of wood, she might have caught it on fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. It was made out of wood, and you better believe it burned.
Yeah, she got thinking really deeply this morning over breakfast, and then the table lit a fire.
Oh, no. All right, who do you think was eating breakfast? I'm gonna do a quick roll, see if they put it out or not. In time.
I was probably there.
Okay, Carter, give me not too bad. Give me an athletics check to like grab the fire extinguisher on the wall. This is difficulty like 10, so it's not so bad.
It's 19.
Oh man, yeah, you just book it, grab the fire extinguisher, spray it down before it can do too much damage. But yeah, Wampus is like, oh man, that's my breakfast table.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't mean to do that.
I love breakfast. But then he like catches himself and he's like, no, it ain't your fault. Apology accepted. It's not your fault. Don't
See.
hurt yourself over it.
We'll see what we can do about getting you a new table to replace this. I assume it's a sizable burn mark
Yeah,
to replace this.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
All right, so let's kind of cut back to the present there. You guys are in the van. You're kind of getting out of the van. You got like sort of the gate, and yeah, beyond that, the mansion itself.
So we're not doing the stealthy approach here.
Do we want to?
We need to have this believable, don't we? So let's just show up and as we are.
Yeah, believable.
By the way, I do think that Lambda is in the chair today.
Okay.
Okay. I guess is there like a guarded gate at the front, or is like a buzzer to click?
Yeah, it's like a buzzer.
I'm gonna walk up and hit it and says, "Excuse me, we're here to speak to Mr. Grimaldi."
A voice comes in being like, very well. You may enter the Grimaldi household. I will meet you at the door.
That was surprisingly easy.
Yep.
Gonna push open the gate and make sure that it's wide enough for all to get through.
Okay, you come in. The door opens like right. You get it. You're not even halfway up the long driveway past the topiary and these statues, and the door opens. You see a guy who is like he's like hunched over a little bit. His hair looks like he has like thinning hair, but it looks like it's not naturally thin. And he's wearing like a full-on like vest and like a tie and everything. And he has like a cigar that is not lit that he's like gesturing with, and he's like, "Please welcome. I am Gentleman Johnny Grimaldi, the Don of this mafia crime family. Fused together with blood and honor, and all that make up the code of the mafiosi, also known as Omerta. Enter my house.
So do you just announce that to everybody like this? Because I feel like that's kind of a problematic statement to say to just strangers.
Such is the honor code of the Sicilians, practiced by me, Don Grimaldi.
Yeah, come
Can I
on.
make an
Doug.
insight check on this guy?
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check.
And insight. I'm like,
Insight, yes.
I don't know
Insight
about
check.
this fella.
Okay.
Don. Of course. it's
5.
Don.
Yeah, it seems
5.
like the real deal. This is definitely how people in the mafia talk and act and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just like, whatever. People are interesting in this world.
Okay, so he beckons you into the living room and he's like, please, shall be my honored guests. Zai, are you I saw your hand up there.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You talked about people fused together with blood. Have you ever seen that? Or is that just a turn of phrase?
He looks a little like worried by that, and he's like, for a Sicilian such as myself, the omerta and blood and honor is never a phrase, my dear. Please enter my abode. So he brings you inside this, like, huge sort of foyer. There's like multiple levels of this big, very ostentatious kind of living room area. He does indeed have, there's a bunch of like, guards who are sort of like lurking around, keeping an eye on him, and looking you guys over too. Definitely warily, I would say.
And a bunch of people like this just coming into the house, I would imagine that you're wary, especially with the cyborg.
Oh, are you not wearing your disguise?
Carter said, why bother with stealth? So he didn't bother with stealth.
Oh man, okay. All right. So as you come in, everyone's definitely staring at Dowd the most. Gentleman Johnny has given you some sort of a look over and is very confused, but is taking it in stride. Very odd. He's like, "You, my friend, you are perhaps some kind of a robot or something?"
I mean, you can say that, as Dowd takes smoke. So, shall we do business today, Don?
Indeed. Though for me, a member of the mafia, all business is personal.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, please have a seat. I can ask my lovely wife Charmaine to provide some refreshments. We have cannoli, pizza, a nice spaghetti with marinara sauce, and other foods enjoyed by Italian and Sicilian gentlemen and ladies such as myself.
This is actually starting to confuse Zai. So I think
Okay.
if it's okay to like also do an insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even with a 5 card is like, this guy is off. There's something weird going on. I don't know what's going on. But it's
Something is up
weird.
with this dude. I just can't my hand on it.
Oh,
I
natural
can't put
20.
my finger on it. Wow, 20? Okay, it's definitely not Don Grimaldi at all. It's a different person.
Yeah,
That looks like he's doing kind of like a real bad Don Grimaldi impersonation.
I will link up with Carter and just be like, this dude ain't Grimaldi.
Yeah. I get that. Totally realizing, like, yeah, you're probably right. Definitely isn't. I just was not considering it. Like, that's just definitely not Grimaldi now.
Are you gonna like call him on it, or just keep going up with this charade?
I'm gonna say,
Rod, I'm not sure how to.
this is like, let's let him have his fun before we break into that.
Ooh, okay. So Lamb also rolled a 15. Yeah, if he rolled like I think anywhere above a 10 or even a 9, I would say. I should add that, like, this guy is an actor.
Oh.
You recognize, like, he's doing like kind of Hollywood style mannerisms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seems we have a Hollywood actor in front of us.
Oh, great, another Reagan.
So essentially, we all know this guy is not who he says he is.
100%.
Just
You're offering cannoli. I don't know what a cannoli is.
Oh, my dear, it is the most delicious of Italian or maybe Sicilian treats. And he shouts out like, Charmaine, my wife, my beloved, please bring forth some wonderful snacks for my honored guests. So this sort of middle-aged woman, she has like, dark hair and like a beehive hairdo, comes out and she's like kind of rolling her eyes and she's like, snacks, honored guests. Oh my God. Well, welcome. And she stops and looks it down. She's like, whoa. Then she looks over to, Grimaldi. And she's like, you let this, I don't even know what this is, into our house? What's wrong with you? And he's like, they came under the ancient, it's the ancient Sicilian law of hospitality. I had to let him in. And she gives him like kind of a hit. And she's like, you moron.
it's okay. We know this isn't actually Don Grimaldi.
Oh, thank God. See, you're not fooling anyone. And he like sighs and he's like, I can't break character. Ugh, well, too late now, I guess.
That's fine. No, we are here for a matter of concern that we do need to speak to the actual Don Grimaldi if he's available.
He's like, hi, my name is Wally Donovan. I'm a method actor. I'm actually studying Gentleman Johnny Grimaldi for a role that I've recently got, an upcoming motion picture, Dawn of the Dawns. An epic, mafia-infused, gritty crime saga that I'm sure it's already attracting Oscar buzz. So, I have to like live the Mafia Dawn lifestyle in order to understand the role.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that you were pulling that off?
Look, I'm gonna say it's part of my process. Okay, it's method acting. It's a process.
Might want to look at my process.
You should really study more.
Does he know you're doing it this particular direction of method acting?
Well, I mean, to be honest, he didn't seem super concerned. Like when I just came up and said, hey, Gentleman Johnny, I would like to imitate you and kind of like be a body double of you. For the past, for the next couple of days or months or weeks or so, however long my process takes, he was like, yeah, by all means. And he gave me some of his wardrobe and sort of had me, greet the guests and just kind of walk around, sort of like, attracting all the attention, that kind of thing. Oh, Lamb?
Is there anything like a flower vase nearby or anything like that?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, this is pretty,
Cool.
like, well appointed.
As this guy continues to ramble on and on and on, the flower vase just explodes.
Oh my God! Yeah, all the goons, like, freak out. A lot of, like, guns are coming out of shoulder holsters. Charmaine's like, whoa, what is that? And then she kind of spins around. She's like, look, my husband, he's kind of locked himself in his study. He's with a guest right now, kind of, or one of his business associates talking things over. I can maybe ask if he wants to meet one of you a little later. But, like, what is going on? You got to tell me. What is the robot, and why did that flower pot just explode?
The Don's life is in danger.
The Don's life's in danger?
The Don's life is in danger. Somebody is after him. Somebody who was involved with the what's the name of the club? The Crown Club Disco.
He's like, okay. I mean, we sort of were expecting that. I mean, we got no idea who it is. This other fella, foreigner, he's talking with the Don right now. They've worked together before, so he's providing some explanation maybe. But yeah,
Sicilian?
that makes sense. What's that?
Is he Sicilian?
No, he's what do you call it? It's like the little islands. It's like where Napoleon's from.
Oh,
Corsica?
Yeah, that's it. He's Corsican. He didn't give his name, but he's worked with the Don quite a few times before.
So you trust this man?
Look, honey, I don't trust anybody, okay? But he's an associate. Now, can we come back to the other 2 points I wanted to address earlier? Number 1, the exploding flower pot. Number 2, the robot. Please,
I got irritated.
Oh,
I would not worry about it. There are bigger things to be worried about, and I'm sorry they all concern the Don himself, and I'm sure the Corsican gentleman he is with would understand and know, and maybe even be familiar with us. So if you
Okay.
could please go and let him know that that Carter is here.
Charmaine says, "Yeah, I'll go talk to him." And then she looks over at you, Lamb, and she's like, "Oh, honey, was it this this Hollywood what's the word, Stronzo?"
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, this is Michael Pana speaking. It is I believe a dirty word in Italian. I would have to don't quote me on that one though. But she says like, "Yeah, it's okay. He's getting on my nerves too. I think you need to hang out with
I didn't mean to explode the vase, though. That just happens sometimes when I get bored or mad.
She says, "Maybe you need to hang out with someone your own age instead of this robot and these other two gentlemen." So she calls out, "Frankie, get over here. Francesca, come on." And after a little while, a young woman who was about your age, Lamb, she was like kind of like dark curly hair. She's just wearing like, a t-shirt and jeans, very very casually dressed. Comes over there and like greets you, and she can instantly see that like she's really taken with you. Like she's, you're one of like the most you stand out with like the unique hair color and the eye patch, and of course the dog, who she fusses over, and she's like, "Oh, who's a good boy?"
Girl, that's Coco.
"Oh, is he or she?"
She.
"Oh, she's adorable."
Mm,
And she gives
she
the
likes
dog.
treats.
"Oh, well, I'll see if we got some I'm not sure if we have any dog treats. I've asked Dad to get me a dog so many times, and always it's no. You don't know what he's gonna dig up or what trouble he's gonna get into." Hi, I'm Francesca. You can call me Frankie."
Frankie, I'm Lambda, but you can call me Lamb.
"Lamb." Oh, both are equally weird, but that's okay. I like them.
Sorry, I don't mean to be weird.
No. It's cool. It's hip. Like that hair color. I never seen anything like that.
Oh, it's the color that my hair grows.
It's bad. That means good, by the way. It's a good thing.
Okay.
You want to come to my room? I'll see if I can find some treats for Coco.
Sure. It's easy enough to get to by wheelchair.
She's like, "Yeah, it's on the first floor. I mean, most of the house, my dad keeps his business upstairs, so we kind of get the run of the first floor."
You don't mind, do you, Agent Carter?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
I would like to link up with Lamb and just be like, if you need me, just holler.
Well, I mean, hollering's kind of hard for me, but I'll do my best.
I should be able to hear you mentally for as long as you're not too far away.
Okay.
Okay, so Lamb and Francesca head out. So Carter, Zai, Dowd, you guys gonna kind of wait for Charmaine to get back from checking in, or are you gonna like head up there yourselves?
I'm gonna wait, but that's just me.
Dowd's probably gonna nudge himself. I swear, if somebody calls me a robot one more time.
It's the closest. It's the only thing that they can really think of exactly you are. They don't understand.
Wally Donovan, the actor who has gone back into his method acting, is like, "You, my friend, are you truly a robot of honor?"
And Sergeant Dowd stands up. No, sir. My name is Sergeant Raymond Dowd. I am a soldier of the United States military, not a robot.
Hmm. Um. Donovan
fair.
looks at you and he's like super impressed. He's like kind of overawed by this display.
Might want to watch out. You got a fanboy coming on here.
I don't really care about fans.
Okay, so after a while, I think. Right. Okay, so Zai's kind of keeping an eye on Lamb. Zai, are you following Francesca, Grimaldi, and Lamb like into the house?
Yeah, he'll sort of like he'll be around, but and if they want to like sort of have him join in their festivities, then that's fine. But other than that, he'll just be sort of like hanging out. And,
Okay. I'll say, Zai, you go to kind of like the dining room kitchen, which is just off of Frankie's room. So you can sort of
Mhm.
listen in. I mean, maybe you can like make yourself a nice snack.
yeah, basically like
While they're getting some alone time.
yeah, basically I'm just keeping up the connection between Lamb and I because I have to re-up it, and in order to do that, I have to be insight.
All right, very cool. Okay, so meanwhile, Carter and Dowd. Charmaine comes back after a while and she says, like, um, look, he's my husband, you know, God love him, but he's about his business. So he's up there loving his chat, but I'll bring you up here. I'll knock on the door and then it will be what's the word? A fait accompli, and he's gotta let you in. So come on up.
Okay.
So she leads you up the stairs. Dowd, are you like just your heavy boots like just slamming down on these stairs as you go up?
Yeah, announce our approach, right, Carter?
Yeah. Can't. Not like we could be stealthy.
Just clunk, clunk,
Yeah,
clunk.
stealth doesn't matter, right?
I wish I
just-
had said that.
And he just kind of stomps extra emphasis. Just
Careful, you're gonna damage the house.
don't worry about it. They're rich enough to replace it.
That's not the point. We're in somebody else's home.
And we're on a mission. Mission parameters take priority, not their house.
Stomp, just like smashing a big foot through like the the fancy like marble flooring they have.
It's how you make enemies, buddy.
Yeah.
Not friends.
All right, so you reach the second floor. Charmaine leads you down a little bit of a hall, and you come to this sort of enclosed office area. The door is open. There's like some guards out there who are looking pretty bored and kind of half asleep. And inside, you can hear the real gentleman Johnny Grimaldi and the Corsican talking. So right now, the Corsican is saying, please, Senor Grimaldi, I do not think you understand the gravity of the situation. There are two individuals who depend on your side of the operation working fully. There is, of course, Senor Dory, the prince. He keeps his name out of the papers, but I'm sure you've heard of him. And the other one, I will not even mention his name. I will just mention that what he's been called, the King of Hell. Both of them, they are not happy over what's been going on over these last few days. Grimaldi's like, yeah, well, I'd say that's on you. You're the one supposed to handle these kinds of problems, right? You do it in Italy, you do it in Europe, you do it in the old country, you do it over here. So why haven't you killed this silkworm bastard yet? The Corsican's like, do not lose your temper. Oh, your rat following card. Okay, so sorry, 16 just sent me a quick message. Have the rat, which we gotta check in. So quick pause. Does this rat have a name? Did you pick is it a male, female, or what are we going? Or
he is named Xeris after his old friend.
Xeris the rat. Okay, I gotta write this down here.
It's
Um,
Xheris.
Okay. Oh, I spelled that quite incorrectly.
Yeah, sorry. Strange.
No, it's a great name. Okay, so Xeris the rat is following. Let's see. Is following Carter. Okay, Zai, can you do look up the rat stats? Give me a quick stealth roll.
Put them in
Let's give
other
Carter.
actions. So let's see.
This might come up later, but let me
Yeah.
know if you roll like spectacularly bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be difficulty. Let's go with 12.
So it'd be his dad switch. Yes, a little.
Do rats get advantage on stealth? I feel they should. They might not.
Familiar? No.
Okay, yeah, give me the roll there.
No, they just have keen smell. It looks like, according to what I found.
Okay,
So I'll just roll a straight d20.
all right.
Oh, you got a natural 20.
Oh man, this rat is
Nice.
invisible. Xeris just like, I mean, he's like a white lab rat, just blends in with all this white marble they got. That nobody sees it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just heard King of Hell being mentioned outside. This is when Charmaine kind of reaches over and knocks on the half-closed door. And she's like, Johnny, some more guests have showed up. I think they might help you. One of them is apparently Robbie and then she kind of like stops. Anyway, one of them is a very unique individual. So please come and let them in. Come talk to them. And I think they know your Corsican friend. So Grimaldi beckons you in. He does not look too much like Wally Donovan, but he is kind of, balding. And he's wearing he's sort of seeing guests, so he's dressed up a little bit, but he's got like kind of a house cardigan over his over a collared shirt and just some like comfy trousers. So it looks more like a suburban dad than a, mafia don as the method actor would dress up as. But he beckons you in, well-appointed office. The Corsican, wearing his white with like his Panama hat and his kind of jaunty mustache, just hanging out there. So he's like, he looks at the Corsican like, you know these two? The Corsican's like, they are from the American side of the operation. They are also seeking the silkworm. Mm-hmm. I think together we almost annihilated him yesterday, but he slipped out of our fingers. Yes?
Regrettably so, yes.
You can see Grimaldi's getting like real nervous about it. He's like, look, I mean, all respect to Demencio Dori. I mean, his connections alone have made this thing what it is. But I gotta tell you, I'm a street corner hood at heart. I did not sign up for this kind of business, especially with this like, I don't know, this metal walking Frankenstein looking thing over here.
Well, a fine hello to you two, sir.
Whoa, I didn't know it could speak.
Fine way of speaking to, a fellow human being.
The Corsican's like, Signor Grimaldi, please kindly shut up. And Grimaldi does indeed fall silent.
We
Good
have
man,
it.
Grimaldi.
I will say that we have it on good authority that the silkworm's gonna be coming here.
Yeah, Grimaldi looks real worried at that. He's like, oh, let's hope he goes after the decoy instead of me, but I don't know. He seems pretty smart, this guy.
I do have a question now. If I remember correctly, there was a sniper on the location yesterday as well. Was that one of yours? And he points to like the Dawn and Grimaldi as well.
The Corsican is like, that was me. Yes, correct.
Ah, you're a horrible shot.
It was a long distance, and
On a crowded
Well,
pier.
yes, it was a crowded pier, and there were some unfortunate circumstances that messed up the clear shot I had.
Answered my question. So, what's our plan, gentlemen?
Grimaldi's like, look, this is your business. Why don't we? I mean, you guys, maybe you can set up some kind of crazy ambush for the Silkworm when he gets here, or something like that. I don't know. I
Sure.
got some guys with guns, but sorry, go ahead.
Sure. How about if you be the bait?
How about we get the Hollywood actor who I'm using as my decoy to be the bait? Can we do that instead?
Sure. I'll tell him to tone it down a few notches to be a little more natural in his impersonation of you.
Oh, I think he's doing a great job.
I mean, yes, he is doing a fantastic job, yeah.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
Oh, stay safe up here then.
Oh, believe me, I intend to.
Are we allowed to have free reign of the grounds as need be?
Give me a.
Sorry, I only asked out of respect to you and your personal.
Oh, I appreciate it. Give me a quick persuasion check. Pretty low difficulty, difficulty 11, I'll say, because he's really impressed by you. I mean, look at.
Is there any way I could help with this?
Yeah, you can like kind of, what do you say to kind of give the help action to Carter there?
We will need some extra room. Besides Ancient Carter and myself, two members of our group have, special abilities that require kind of a lot of room to use. Otherwise, there might be a few casualties, so to speak.
Yeah, he doesn't like the sound of that. Okay, Carter, go ahead and roll with advantage. This is persuasion. Difficulty is 11.
Thanks for that. That's a 15 from a 7.
Nice. Grimaldi's like, look, you guys are the experts. Go ahead. You can have the grounds, the mansion. Hey, if you want to check out our armory, we got one up here just in case. You can take anything you need out of there.
I'm okay. Down.
Don't really need anything. Probably can interface with my systems anyways.
Should be good then.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys kind of start heading out to explore the situation. Let's check in on Lamb, and then we'll check in on Zai. All right. So Lamb, Frankie brings you to her room. She's got this is a kind of older teenage girl's room, but it's still got some of that, younger teenage girl character to it. Like she got a bunch of cool band posters up. She got like a keep on trucking thing up there. A record player with quite a big collection, like a fully stacked wardrobe. The Grimaldis, I mean, crime pays, so they've got a lot of money that she's spent into this room here. So first they swing by the kitchen. What kind of treats? I mean, they got a fully stocked kitchen. What kind of treats are you guys getting for Coco?
If there are leftovers that are meat related, probably something like that.
Oh, definitely. She probably has some like meatloaf or some like cold cuts.
Sure. Yeah, cold cuts are great.
Mm-hmm. So they get some like some snacks, and head into the room. So Frankie is like, so you're born with that purple hair?
I wasn't born with it, but when my hair grew in, it grew in purple. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what my color of hair would have been otherwise.
What do you mean? What happened?
Oh,
you don't gotta talk about it if you don't want to. Like, that's okay.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about it.
No, hey, whatever you feel comfortable with. It's okay.
Yeah, it's I don't want to make the agent upset by talking about things I'm not supposed to talk about.
She's looking a little bit worried about that. She's like, all right, where do you go to school? I'm sort of, I just graduated. I'm thinking of going to Vassar.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I was.
Oh, it's one of those, it's a college. It's not. I don't think it's Ivy League, but it's pretty good.
When I was learning things, they put a tutor on TV for me. They taught me
tutor?
Russian.
You speak Russian?
And she says some stuff in Russian.
Wow. I took like 2 years of Spanish in high school and barely passed that. And I mean, mom says I should learn Italian. I'm like, Mom, you speak you can't even speak Italian. Just like a few phrases that you heard from your like grandma that you kind of bust out when you get heated. I don't need to learn that.
Yeah, I don't even know what my ethnicity is.
It's like, well, it's not super important.
I'm some variety of white.
Yeah, ain't we all?
Mm.
Oh, doubt is not. Yeah, sorry. This is simply between Frankie and Lamb. This conversation.
Who are the people on these posters?
She's like, oh yeah, I got some good ones. I got the Stones. I got the Monkees. That's when I was a little younger, but I kept it up there. I'm still a fan. I got the Beatles, of course. Are you She realizes like you don't recognize any of this.
No, I'm not sure why one of the groups is named after stones, and two of the other groups are named after animals, and why the animal names are both misspelled.
She looks them over and she's like, yeah, I don't know why the Monkees are like that. I mean, the Beatles supposed to be like beat because they got a cool beat to their songs.
Oh.
You heard some of them, I'm sure.
No.
No,
I'm not allowed to listen to subversive music by deviants.
What? Deviants?
One time, the beatnik friend showed up on Dobie McGill, and I asked about that, and they said that was a subversive deviant, and then they never showed me Dobie McGill again.
Subversive? Who were you raised by, like Joseph McCarthy? Like,
I was raised by the government. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that.
She gets pretty a little bit upset at that, but then she like controls herself. She's like, well, I mean, hey, I'm not surprised. Okay, I wouldn't put it past our government or something like that.
Yeah. It's safe. It kept people safe from me.
She looks over and she's like, no, you've got it backwards. It seems like they were trying to keep themselves safe from you. But hey, look, we don't need to talk about this. Let's you want to hear some music? You want to spin some vinyl?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
I've only ever heard Vivaldi.
She's like, yeah, I mean, my dad, he likes, the classics, opera, that kind of thing. But it's what it is. Here, let's start with the White Album.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one. So,
right.
And she even has like, there's like 2 sets of headphones attached to it. Her system. So she gives one for you, one for her. And yeah, you start like just going straight into it and like getting this kind of great musical introduction.
Oh, it has a lot of drums in it.
She's like, yeah, it's that great beat, like in their name. Yeah, I never really noticed those drums before. You got quite an ear.
I have 2 ears.
an ear for music is what I mean. It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
So yeah, as you're there listening, you kind of realize like this woman likes hanging out with you and is treating you maybe for the first time. I think even Zai, there was a little bit of fear. With Frankie, there is no fear. She just sees you as an equal.
That's nice.
Okay, so meanwhile, Zai, you're over there in the kitchen. Your rat has Xeris returned, or is Xeris the rat still upstairs?
If the other 2 have like gone downstairs, then yeah, Xeris will have gone down and sort of gone into like a small pocket that he has. Yeah. And so like the entire time he's just been sort of like listen, both listening and sort of like playing with his orb. Um, um, and then I think like during the conversation, I think Zai would just be like, would tell Lamb, seems you're making a friend. It's good.
Okay.
You're muted. Sorry.
Oh,
Cat,
Lamb. Yeah,
Cat, you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I think I've made a friend. They're playing something called the Beatles to me. We're only on the second song, but I really like the second song.
I think
The first song was okay, but I like the second song better.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta say though, Michael, just as a quick note, when Wild Honey Pie hits, which I believe is the 5th song, something in the room's gonna explode because she's gonna be shocked by it.
Okay.
Because that song is unnerving, even if like you're used to music.
Wow. My dad would kill me here, but I do not know the track listing of the White Album.
Wild Honey Pie is the first song on the White Album that's experimental.
Oh, okay.
It's very short, but it's like they've put a very heavy sort of vibrato on the whole track. It sounds very seasick, and the Beatles are just shrieking honey pie over and over and over again.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like that song would scare the crap out of her, so something in the room's probably gonna pop.
Scares the crap out of me. I know that one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cut over to Zai. We'll see if we get there. Okay, Zai. While you are just relaxing in the kitchen, a familiar figure comes inside. It is Jackie the Cowboy Coletta, who you last saw running for his life from that horde of cockroaches outside.
Mm-hmm.
He takes one look at you and gets like very upset, and he's now wearing his like his 2 revolvers
mm-hmm.
in his like gun belt, like outside of his trousers. So he looks at you and his hands go on his guns. He's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? What are you doing here?"
Nothing that you need to worry about. We're just sort of talking with the Don, giving him a little heads up on who's after him.
So first you sneak into the Crown Club. You do some kind of weird psychic mumbo jumbo on me. One of my friends is like beaten within an inch of his life, barely survives. The other is devoured by cockroaches. I'm nearly devoured by cockroaches. And now you show up here at my boss's house and you're like, "Hey, nothing to worry about, partner."
No, there is definitely need for worry on his part, but
you think so?
Not from us.
Okay, why don't you come outside with me?
Why?
Let's go take a walk. How about that?
Why?
Well, partner, if I want to do OK Corral, I don't want to do it here. Let's go outside.
Why do you want to do this?
Because you're a threat to the boss. You know what? I'm done talking to you. He pulls his pistols and aims them at you. Let's go outside. Let's move it. Come on.
Can I see either Dowd or Carter?
Ugh, they're upstairs. Your rat is Zaris with them?
Depending on the timing, that's
I would say he's with them. I think Lamb's got a hand up too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think your psychic communication would have ended with Lamb yet.
No.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. I just didn't know if I had the ability to warn any of the others. So he will say to Lamb, I think an old friend of ours wants to hurt me.
I'll be there in a
Get that
second.
message. Oh, sorry, I stepped over your words. Go ahead.
I'll be there in a second. She turns to Frankie and's like, I'm enjoying this so far. I'm going to fly now. Well, hover.
You can
She
fly.
takes
You're
the
like
hut.
Superman.
Superman, if Superman couldn't get very high off the ground. And she floats out of the wheelchair to the door and she's like basically going to help Zai.
Oh man, yeah. Frankie is just shocked as you zoom out of the room. Okay, so
In fact, she's already manifesting the arms as a bonus action.
okay, you got the arms up. You fly into the room. We'll cut away from that real quick. Carter, Dowd. So you guys now kind of the run of the mansion. Oh, Zai, real quick.
I just realized I could very quickly send and cast message.
Oh, right. Are you sending a message to Dowd and Carter?
Yeah. So that was, yeah. So I think I will, since I can only target one person, it'll be to Carter. Yeah. So the message will be, it seems Frankie wants to have me go outside and have a OK Corral moment.
Are we still in the room with the facility, with the Corsican and with the Dawn?
Yeah, you could say you're there, or like you're wandering around the mansion. I think wherever you want to be at this point.
Yeah, we're probably just up on that floor, beginning to wander around and sort of get a good look at the place. Like, we have a problem, Dowd. Do you mind taking a look around, see if you see anything?
Problem? What exactly am I looking for?
No, I need you to look and basically keep an eye out and start looking for exits and entry points for the silkworm. I have to go deal with something right now.
Well, I can at least get this new visor. I gotta test run, see if it works properly. You go ahead, Carter. I got this.
Thanks. I clap him on the shoulder, shake my hand a little bit.
Okay, Carter, let's say you can let's you go and then we'll see what Dowd does.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush down the stairs to try to find where Zai 16 went.
Okay, I think you reach the kitchen just as Lamb is Lamb's sort of already there, so you guys are there together.
Lamb, what's up?
Zai's in danger.
And you're floating.
Zai's in danger. And she's zipping off monk speed, so.
Okay.
Damn it, these two. I'm not gonna run. I am going to just walk out the front door and look around to see if I see Zai.
Okay, or Zai, did you let yourself go outside to the front, or
So
or the cowboy?
After the message, which actually he, let's see, what are the little things for message?
Copper wire.
Well, I think with my orb, I don't need material components. But
Yeah,
it's also
that's verbal.
visual and it's visual and somatic. So
Verbal. V is verbal.
it's verbal. Okay, yeah. Sorry, not visual. That's dumb. Yeah. So he would have. So I did not subtle cast this. So so basically, what Frankie saw is
or Jackie. I know I got
or Jackie or Frankie, one of those two. Yeah.
Francesca. Jackie is Jackie the cowboy Coletta.
Yeah, Jackie. Sorry, Jackie would have seen Zai point in the direction of Carter and just start talking, and the entire message he heard.
Yeah, he's very confused by that. Are you letting him are you letting him walk you out, or are you staying put in the kitchen? Either way, Lamb is there,
Yeah, I think
outside with you or in the kitchen with you.
I think I started, and basically as we're walking, after I cast the messages, I'm just like, you really don't want to do this. We are not trying to cause any trouble to your boss or to you.
Okay, I think you get to the doorway, and that's when Lamb comes zooming at you. So
Okay.
Lamb, what do you want to do?
Oh no, she's gonna attack the cowboy now.
Oh.
So as soon as I see her, I'm just I'm gonna be like, Lamb, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so you're about to attack. You pause.
Right.
Carter, you get there?
And I want to note that her ghost arms are gnarly looking now. Like they're surrounded with like fire and lightning.
Whoa, yeah, the cowboy's definitely freaked out. The other goons are terrified.
You said you needed help. I'm here to help.
It was a possibility, but thank you for coming here as quickly as you could. Now, Mr. Cowboy Man, I really would rather not go into another escalation like last time. We're here to help, and that's all that you need to know.
He's looking a bit freaked out. Give me you going for persuasion or intimidation here? You get advantage, I think, either way, thanks to Lamb.
I think my words are more persuasive.
Okay, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm gonna roll once, so I will roll again. Okay, 18.
Very good. Okay, he looks at Lamb's fiery arms, puts away his pistols, and he's like, well, hey, you're on our side, I guess. More the merrier. And Carter, this is when you come rushing in.
What the fuck's going on in here?
Situation has been de-escalated. Thanks,
Cool.
But it's yeah, we're all friends here. And he's just his eyes are fixed on Lamb and those arms. Okay.
Lamb.
I can't make them go away. They're here.
Cowboy, you better leave the room.
He's yeah, maybe I'll take a break out front, have a smoke. Okay, Dowd, you're out front. Give me a perception check with advantage with your new visor.
Awesome. He just taps it.
Yeah, well, what does it look like? You think just or how would you describe it?
It's like if his normal visor color is like yellow-ish or something, now it goes like bright green as it's scanning everything.
Oh, super cool.
So perception, a 12, and then a 12 and 11,
boy.
so 12.
12 total. Okay. You get.
Mhm.
You see something weird. You see one of the things that's coming for you. A swarm of locusts, grasshoppers, comes buzzing down from the west side of the mansion out of the forests. This swarm zooms into the dragon topiary and infests it. That dragon topiary comes to life. It rips itself free of the stands that are putting it into the earth, and you can see every inch of the the wires with the grass growing out of it are just covered with living insects that are curling around its mouth. And this huge dragon topiary comes heading straight for the house. There may be more, but that's all you saw. All right, Dowd, what do you do?
Well, he's sorely wishing he could get a message out to everybody else, but he can't, and since that's the only thing he sees, he's going to try and head it off before it gets to the house.
Oh man, it's pretty close. All right, I think at this point we got to roll initiative. Okay.
8.
I might give Dowd, I think because Dowd's solid, I'll give him a surprise round before everything starts. That seems fair, because and then okay, everybody's got the initiative in. It's gonna go. Let me start it up here. All right, so we'll go Dowd's surprise round, the topiary, Agent Carter, Zai, the Corsican, Lamb, Dowd, for real, and then someone else. Okay, so let's start out. What is Dowd doing?
Let's see. 1 sec. How far away is the dragon topiary?
It's pretty close to you. I would say it's within 30 feet. It's pretty
Within-
close to the front of the house.
Within 30 feet. Okay. Vald is going to go about 15 feet towards the topiary, hold up his arm, little compartment comes out, and fires off I think this would be more of a concussion grenade than a shock grenade. It's going to cast Thunder Wave at it.
Wow. Okay.
So
All right.
it's
that's
got
one
to
it has to roll.
make a Constitution saving throw DC 13.
Okay, it gets a +3 to this. Let's see how it does.
Mm.
This living topiary full of insects. Ooh, that's a big fail. So it takes how much damage?
Let me roll damage. Well, that it rolled
Nice.
damage the first time when I casted it.
Oh, right. Well, I'll go with the 9. I'll go with the second one.
Okay,
Yeah, hefty hit. Does it have to roll to be like knocked over, I think?
let me see. Takes 9 damage, and on a failed save, it's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Nice. Yeah, I failed that save. So you blast this concussion grenade, it like rips into this topiary.
Also, in addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from
Oh,
you by
man.
the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet. So
Yeah,
everybody
imagine we
probably
all
hears
heard
that.
it.
Yep.
Oh yes, yes. Everybody's hearing this boom for sure. The topiary is like pushed back, dead insects come pouring out of it. A bunch of these like Roman statues are like shattered and knocked over. Plants and flowers go flying. And then you stand having cast this spell. All right. It is now the topiary's turn.
Oh yeah, do have a bonus action.
Oh,
It's gonna
okay, yeah,
activate
go ahead. Go ahead.
Guardian Field. Just a light shield on him.
A shield. Okay.
Yep, 3 temporary hit points.
Okay. The topiary is going to head in. It's got it zooms straight towards you because like carried by the locusts that are in you, and it is going to attack you.
Okay.
All right, so it's a +4 to this. It's got to beat an 18,
19.
19. I'm very sorry, but it rolled a natural 20.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the damage. I'm sorry. Hey, we gotta respect the fiction here.
Yep.
Okay, so it does 17 damage, and then unfortunately, it does a little bit more as well. 17 plus 3, so it does 20 damage to you.
So 20 damage. So that's
Yeah,
nice
so
there.
it messes you up. Like it's like claws of the topiary smash around you, and then the insects that are the grasshoppers, the locusts, just swarm in through these holes it makes and start tearing into your circuitry inside, and do like really mess you up here. You did a pretty good hit to it, but it's getting you back there. That's the end of its turn, though. Okay, on to Agent Carter. So you're inside the house. Humongous explosion outside. This rustling of like thousands of insect wings. Everybody inside's freaking out. What do you do?
I'm gonna. So how far away am I from like the front door where Dowd is?
I would say you could make it in 30. I would say it's going to be, if you want to do range attack to the dragon, it's going to be like 45. Range attack would be 30. Melee attack probably 45.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush out there, pull up with my pistols, and take 2 shots.
Nice. Okay, give me your attacks.
Okay, first pistol
gotta
shot.
beat- Yes, you got to beat a 17. Yeah, you get a +1 for every time you use the Beretta.
Only a 10 for the enchanted
no.
Beretta.
No, that misses.
Second shot is wow. 2
Oh
tens.
no. 2 shots, 2 misses. You just rush out, bam, bam. Unfortunately, they puncture the wire work, and they hit the topiary, but only puncture the wires and the grass, not the insects that are keeping it alive. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm like, yell to Dowd. Dowd, are you getting your ass kicked by a fucking bush?
What do you think?
The answer is yes.
Make your shots next time.
Language.
Zai, go check on the Done.
Oh man, I'm loving this this back and forth here. Okay, and it is now it is Zai's turn.
Okay.
I would say you can make it upstairs with 30. If you want to dash, you'll make it all the way to the Don's room in one turn.
Okay. Okay.
Think you're gonna go for that?
Yeah. Yeah, my rat is actually going to stay behind and sort of like be, just in case I ever want to like link up with it and sort of take a look at what's going on.
Okay. Is your rat in like the Don's office? Is your rat downstairs in the?
No, I think when Carter sort of came down, or actually once they left the Don's room is when Xeris went down and sort of joined me. So basically before I head upstairs, I sort of take him out of my pocket and sort of put him down and sort of like keep him, and he'll like sort of go sort of like right at the door, but sort of like trying to stay safe, for lack of a better term, but still keeping an eye.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
All right, so you reach the Don's office, and you find there's like kind of a bit of a flat rooftop. You know, it's a very like square Greek temple, Roman temple looking like establishment. Yeah, you see on that rooftop, the silkworm is there. He has struck Don Grimaldi with some psychic force and knocked him down. The Corsican is in there as well, going for like a weapon of some kind. And 18 again, like links eyes with you through his sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, 16. You don't understand. I'm trying to destroy something horrible.
This is not the way to do this.
Okay. Now it is, or actually, anything else you want to do? You got the dash.
I think
Next is the Corsican.
Since I dashed, I can't really do anything.
You do still have a link up with Lamb. For what it's worth.
Yeah, so you could send a message that way.
Yeah, I will tell Lamb, Silkworm's up here.
I'm coming your way.
All right, so Lambson up there. Let's go to the Corsican. He pulls out a pistol, just from like, the back of his jacket. A very nasty looking, like fancy inlaid revolver. He's going to try and use that one. Gets 2 attacks. First one hits. This is all on the silkworm. Second one hits. Just two shots really quick. Oh boy. Second one's natural 20. All right, so total is 8 plus 11, 19 damage. Yeah, he's a pretty capable guy. The silkworm is now, like, after that shot, the silkworm's not looking so good. He's hit. He shot twice. He still has the injuries from the battle that you guys did on Coney Island. He's not looking so good. All right, Lamb, it is your turn.
Okay, now, I know Zai got up there kind of by dashing, but she has 40 feet of movement, and also her arms reach 10 feet. So I'm wondering if she can get there without a dash.
I think you could get there without a dash. I don't think you could get into melee with the silkworm. Because he's outside. He's like on the rooftop outside of the office.
Oh, he's not inside at all.
No, he's like, the Corsican shot him like through the window.
Oh, okay. I don't think she knows that, though.
That's true. So she's going to head up there?
I mean, yeah, because she doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. So
she gets there expecting him to be there, and there's no one in the room, and she looks.
Yeah, well, you make it to, like, the doorway of the room. You make it like into the room, and you can see like outside through the window the silkworm is there.
I didn't know he wasn't in the room.
It's fine.
She's really stumped for what to do because she's purely a melee fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away is he?
I would say, let's see. So
From the window.
So you didn't dash. It would take you a dash to get all the way to the office. So it's 60 to get to the office. You did 40?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't quite make it. You're like outside the office door. The office is about 30 feet wide, I would say.
don't want to waste a bunch of key. I don't want to metagame this, but I'm going to waste a shit ton of key here.
Okay, well, I will say
to
that...
get to a room that she shouldn't even have gone to.
I will say that the topiary is within, like, if you do the 40, you'll be within melee range of the topiary.
Okay, but she was communicated to come up to the office to attack the silkworm who's not in the office.
Okay.
So...
right, I can say he's in the... Okay, let's do this. I'll say he's in the window here. Let's do... You want to do like a luck check?
I suppose, or I mean, we can rewind things because it really wasn't communicated to my character where the silkworm.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because I thought you were telling me to come to the office. If he's not in the office, then
that might have been.
Yes, I will say the topiary is much closer, and is also the topiary is made of, grass, flammable plants, and
yeah. Michael, just quick time out. I was planning to attack the topiary until she got the instruction from Zai.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, it was more of. Sorry, that might have been miscommunication on my end. I was sort of like letting you know and I think if you would have responded with "I'm on my way," I probably would have been like, "No, you stay, help them."
Okay.
So
are you okay with that reversal, Michael? Because she doesn't do any good in that office.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and I would be using up literally everything she has to get there.
Yeah.
For there to be nothing in there for her to fight.
Right. Okay. So let's have you take on the topiary.
All right. Well, she'll get to the topiary then.
Absolutely. Okay. It's got a 17 AC.
All right. She'll try her best to hit. The arms are on fire.
Okay. They will do double damage if they hit.
Yep. We'll see if they hit. The first one's a hit.
Nice. Definitely
so
hit.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
It's 10 damage. Because it was 5 and it's getting doubled.
Nice. Topiary's not looking so...
Sorry if I was snitty, by the way. I didn't mean to be. It's just...
No.
Confusing.
Not at all. Not at all.
And second attack, also firearms.
Mm-hmm.
She can attack as a bonus action, and that also hits.
Oh, wow. Is that a natural 20 or an unnatural?
It was an unnatural 20.
Okay, but it's still 10 more damage?
10 more damage.
Oh, man. Okay, it's still up, but, like, barely. So describe how you, like, just destroy this thing.
Sure, she just comes wheeling out of the house, and Dowd's, like, right in front of it, right?
Yeah, but it's like a big doorway, so there's enough room for both of you to stand side by side.
So, well, she actually comes up right behind Dowd, and a firearm, like, whizzes by the side of his head one way and strikes a topiary, and then the other firearm whizzes by the side of his head the other way and, like, catches the thing on fire.
Oh, man, amazing. Dowd, you just see these, like, vaguely fist-shaped fire missiles flying past you and smashing into the, this insect-infested creation.
Oh, good.
All right. Lamb, anything else?
No, that's it, because that was movement, action, and bonus action, and thanks for letting us redo that, because of the
not
confusion.
at all, no problem. Okay, that brings us to Dowd.
So, how's the topiary looking?
Terrible.
Terrible.
On fire, smashed apart.
Okay, let's see. Do I want to risk not hitting it, or just hit it? Never used this spell before. Okay, so Dowd's going to take out his left arm now, and out of the palm of his hand is like a mini machine gun.
Whoa.
It's going to cast it's his version of magic missile. It's just going to go to town on it.
Oh man,
For
how much
about
do you do?
3.
3. Okay.
Just unavoidable damage.
Oh yeah.
You get more than one magic missile.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say like 3. It has. It's okay. Well, you do the second
I-
magic. Then
I
I'll tell you.
believe at a first
Oh.
level casting, it unleashes 3 missiles, but I could be
3
wrong.
missiles. Yeah, it says 3 glowing darts.
Yeah, so I think you only rolled 1d4. So go ahead and roll the other 2, and I'll tell you what was left after your first attack.
Okay, so that's 5
Okay.
and 3, so 11 altogether.
Okay. Well, you after your first one, it had 1 hit point left. So you've overkill by 10. You just like unload this swarm of little like hunter killer missiles into the heart of this topiary, blasting it to pieces, just like explosions, the wireframes destroyed, grass, dead insects going everywhere. It just like bursts and collapses like confetti below you.
I kind of like that description. Those little mini missiles things kind of reminds me of that same thing from Doom, the recent Doom,
Or the Mandalorian.
or the
Oh
Mandalorian.
yeah, he shoot those whistling birds. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, little mini missiles.
Yeah, so it's very much like that, zooming around like they're in little smoke trails, and they blast into this topiary and destroy it. Oh man. Well, it's dead.
One thing Lambda would have communicated on her turn was to Agent Carter. Zai has eyes on the silkworm.
Ooh, okay, you spread that word.
Well,
All right.
Agent Carter has ranged attacks. So if it was...
Good point. You may be able to get a sight of you on him. He's up on the rooftop, but you can maybe get a view if you like move around the front yard. Okay, Dowd, anything else?
Let's see. I already cast spells, so can't really do much except Guardian Field up again. It's his last Guardian Field, but 3 temp HP for a rainy day.
Okay. Oh, it's all right. So it's added to D&D Beyond. I see it. Now you got 7 out of 24.
Yep.
Okay.
Three
Oh
temp.
man, I gotta say, like that thing, it had a breath weapon that it was gonna do if it survived one more round. That could do 5d8 poison damage.
Oh.
So you taking it out when you did probably saved your life. Maybe Lamb too. I don't know. She might have survived that one, and maybe Carter's. It might have taken all 3 of you out. So great move. Wow. Okay. What? And then between you and Lamb. All right. Now it is the Silkworm's turn. 18. He's looking not so good. He's hurt. Okay. I think I'm trying to think what he would do here. He's been shot by the Corsican. Zai. He is going to. He actually. Zai, give me a dexterity saving throw. He is going to try and bring you to him with psychic force. You have to beat a. Oh, you beat it. Never mind. I was gonna say you got a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel he's trying to put some like psychic exertion on you, and you stay put. Then he reaches into your mind. He is gonna try and like send you a psychic message.
Mhm.
So you are. This time he's not giving you words, but images. Kind of like attached to words. It's sort of like giving you kind of a labeled image. So you get a few of these things. The first one you get is a kind of sleek, ultra modern looking house somewhere in the snow. It's because like, very square, what's the word? Not art, modernist, brutalist? I don't know, I gotta brush up my architecture. But very square, rectangular structure, kind of like connected by like tunnels and sort of square walkways, lots of like open glass. You can see the snow all around it.
If there's a lot of open glass, it would be modernist rather than brutalist. Brutalism is defined by its lack of features like glass.
Right. Of course. Thank you for the good architecture. Yeah, modernist is what I'm thinking of. And you get a label which is Harrow House. The other one is you get the image of a man wearing like a green military uniform. You think army, you're not super sure on, picking out all the different branches and what rank he is. He's got he's got a little paunch to him. He's wearing the full green outfit, the peak cap and everything, and the tie. Super intense eye. It's kind of like boring into you. And you get that label is the cross bearer. Then, so that was his action. Okay, I think what he's gonna do then. I think he's gonna stay put. That was his action. He tried to pull you over. It didn't quite work. So he's gonna stay put. But he's looking pretty badly hurt. You get the idea that maybe he doesn't intend to survive this. Okay, that's his turn. Back to Topiary's dead. Agent Carter, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to rush out front and see if I can get eyes on the silkworm.
Okay, you kind of dash in front. You run past the ruins of the topiary, and you look up, and there on the rooftop, you do indeed see the silkworm outside of the Don's office.
How far is he from me?
I would say maybe 120 feet, going diagonal.
Is there any way to get closer with my regular movement, or would I have to dash?
If you got inside, you would dash. You could try climbing up the side of the house. There's some, ivy climbing up the side, so you could do that. I make you do an athletics check to get there in one round.
I'll try to do the athletics checks to get there.
Okay, yeah, give me an athletics check to climb straight up the side.
I just need to get within 90 feet of him, basically.
Okay. All right. Yeah, give me athletics. Oh wow, I was gonna be
20.
15, but yeah, you got a 20. Yeah, you can be wherever you want. You can get right up to the rooftop behind him, or you can be halfway up. So wherever you want to be.
I'm gonna be halfway up, and then I'm gonna take 2 shots at him, but with a disadvantage because he's the furthest range increment from me.
Okay. You have to beat a 17. Okay. Oh man.
That's 2 natural 20s, by the way.
2 in a row, or?
On the disadvantage roll, 2 natural 20s.
Oh wow, insane. Okay.
Well, the 1 in 400 chance.
Wow.
Crazy.
Every once in a while it happens.
It does.
2 natural. Two unbelievable. Okay, can we just close off the stream? We're done, guys. Wow.
Can I use my divine smite with my pistols?
Yes, I know. Normal D&D is no, but hey, if you can't shoot something when you get divine smite on it, I don't know what game we're playing here. In my home house rule, you can do it. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pump in those divine smite into that.
Unbelievable. Okay, how many you doing?
So here's the pistol damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 9.
Okay, and is that because that's the crit damage too?
Yes, and then here's the divine smite damage.
Okay, let me mark down that. All right. Give me the divine smite damage.
12 more, so 21 points.
Whoa. He's looking so bad, guys.
Okay, bonus action, fire with my pistol.
Okay.
That's gonna be a miss. It's only a 7.
You just you rush up this ivy, swing out your pistol. It's like an impossible shot, and you do it. You fire. Where are you hitting him? In his body? It can't be a total kill shot.
Center of mass.
Center mass. It's just the bullet bursts out through his back. He stumbles. Blood's coursing through his mouth. His coat's ruined. Zai, you feel psychic pain from 18 just ripping into you with these shots. And it is now your turn.
Um,
Oh,
Okay,
unless
so-
Carter, sorry, is there anything else you want to do?
That's all I got.
Okay, so Zai, now it's your turn.
how big is this room, and like, what's the difference distance between 18 and everyone else?
The room is about like, maybe 30 by 30. And for you, you're in the office door. You can get to him. You can get to Melee in 30. Like he's in the. It's between you and him right now is 30 feet.
Basically,
He's
what I
not-
want to do is I want to see if I can do a calm emotions.
Oh, okay. I like that. So what are you casting here?
I'm casting calm emotions.
Okay. Go ahead.
It is
and
a
roll.
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay, and this is he rolls to avoid it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's everyone in the radius.
Oh
Which-
man.
so-
Okay.
and I'm trying to get it
Corsican's gonna
so
get
that-
calm. Everybody's getting calm.
Yes.
All right.
Um,
What am I rolling? What do I got to beat?
It is a calm emotions is a charisma saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. Let me go to. All right. Charisma saving throw. All right. Let's see how he does. DC 13.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he rolled a 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if the Corsican does it. He gets a 0 to this one. So 13. The Corsican rolled a 2.
Okay. So basically, Zai just sort of threw out his hand. In his right hand is his orb, which glows purple, as he shouts "Stop!" and this sort of wave of purple psychic energy just sort of and sort of like a very, it's not like aggressive, it's just sort of like it's sort of like calming effect. It just sort of goes out, and I think the Corsican is sort of like
Yeah, so I think you see it like wash over 18, who like looks at you and he's like, I can see you're trying to help, brother. Don't worry. There's a way out of this. Zeris, he's coming.
I don't want to lose you again.
You can tell that really affects him, and he's like, I'm gonna be with Zeris. I'll see you in your dreams. All right, that brings us to.
Don't have any dreams.
Oh man. Okay, that brings us to the Corsican, who is like right now feeling really calm. The Corsican is like, life of crime. Why bother? Why not? Globe-trotting, merciless assassin. Why don't I instead raise some goats?
It technically would have
Oh.
hit the dawn as well. So-
Yeah, Don Grimaldi is like, Corsican, my friend, maybe you and I should, like, I don't know, open a restaurant together. They're just both very calm. I'm gonna skip his turn. That is your turn now.
Whose turn is it?
Your turn now.
Oh, okay. So how far is she from the office at this point? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Right, I know this building's so confusing. Okay, you're in the door. You're in the doorway of the foyer.
Right.
So to get to the office from the inside, it would take you 60 to get all the
Okay.
way to the door of the office. Now, alternatively, you could follow Carter and go up the.
She's never going to be able to do what Carter did. She's got an athletics of -1. It's not happening.
Okay.
And she's not at the monk level where she can just go up the side of a building.
No
Right.
monk shit.
If you dashed, you could reach the door of the office and then get to him next turn. Or
Okay.
you could, like, yeah.
Well, if this is where I'm confused about where the guy's located, is he just outside the window?
That's correct.
Okay. So she has 80 feet of movement if she dashes.
Oh, 80.
You said
Yeah,
it's 60 to get to the office.
Yes. With 80, you could get all the way into the office, get, like, right up to him. So you
Okay,
could do.
great. So her action is to dash.
Okay, you dash, you get right up next to Zai.
Now that she can see other's eye, He's outside the window on the rooftop, right?
Yes.
How close is he to the edge of the roof here?
Oh, the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 5 feet or so.
Great. He can make a strength save. DC
You're trying to push
13.
him off the roof?
Yep.
Okay, what does he have to be?
He has to beat a 13 on a strength save.
Incredible move. His strength, not good. It's a 0. Okay, this is gonna be, let me roll here. Okay, all right. What does it look like when you chuck this guy off the roof?
So basically, she comes rushing in with the firearms blazing. She like puts out her hand like that, and just the force just whams into his chest and pushes him straight back off the roof, where I'm presuming he's going to take some falling damage.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, here's what happens now.
She's trying to do a battle cry, but because of her destroyed vocal cords, it's more like,
Okay.
You know.
You rush up, you throw your force into him. He goes over the side of the roof. Zai, you get a final look into his eyes. And then 18 plummets down. He crashes onto the cement below and lays still. He is dead. But then, Dowd, you see this. Zai, you got the psychic sense of this. And Lamb, you can sort of, and Carter, you can all, everybody can kind of see this. There is like a purple glow that kind of coalesces around his body, around his sort of his heart and his chest and his head. It like kind of seeps up through the holes in his face and kind of like flies upwards into the sky. And Zai, you are filled with the notice of Xeris's presence. You feel that Xeris is really close, and Xeris is like taking this the spirit of 18 into himself and like melding it together with his own essence. Okay, so with that, all the hostiles are dead. The various mafioso, who, I mean, the Corsican did okay until he got calmed. But like the other goons, like as soon as the topiary comes out, they were not doing too much help. Even Jackie the cowboy is kind of ashamed. But Don Grimaldi, like, he's so calm now. He's like, boys, you did what you could. I'm just glad you showed up. Okay, just your presence, like you being here, it means a lot. Thank you. And they're like,
Did I just kill him?
Yes. Yeah. So, Lamb, one other thing happens with you is that you're on the rooftop. Frankie Grimaldi comes like racing through the house. I think as soon as the combat started, some guards were sent to go watch over her. But she comes like dashing out now, and she runs over to you up on the roof. She like, gets through the doorway in her dad's office and rushes over and kind of like holds your shoulders. And she's like, are you okay? I heard all this, like there was like guns going off and like an explosion. You okay?
I'm fine, but the person I killed isn't fine.
Yeah, she looks down by it and she like, you can tell she feels, what's the word? Not sickened, but like, alarmed at this. She like falters.
When I get upset, people die.
She like falters a little bit, and then she's like, she looks into your eyes and she's like, no, hey, Lamb, I'm still here. All right. Meanwhile, Zai, what's going on?
So basically, as sort of like the wave hits him, Zai stiffens, and basically, and then basically that lasts for like, I think a good minute, he sort of, and then I think after the wave sort of leaves him, he just sort of collapses onto his knees. And it's just, and he thinks to himself, so he wasn't just in my head.
All right. So, I think unless anybody has anything else they want to do at the Grimaldi Manor. Oh, Dowd, please, and then Carter, and then we're going to cut ahead to something else.
I also have a thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
After
Well,
the
let's
other
go
two,
around.
they haven't gone in a while.
Yes. Dowd, go ahead.
So Dowd's just going to confirm the death. Basically walk up to Zy18 and just make sure target is confirmed dead.
Okay. What does that entail?
Double tap.
Oh man, brutal.
Yep.
You don't need to
Basically-
do an attack roll. It's a dead body.
Yep, it's basically his version of Firebolt. Little compartment opens up on his head. Well, on his arm, not his head.
Yeah. The head is cool. Like it's kind of a, but I like the arm. The arm's way better actually. Makes
Yeah.
more sense.
And just fires off a shot. 2 shots at the center of the heart.
Oh man, yeah, just boom, boom, explosion of blood and flesh, and like,
That's alarming to the two girls up on the roof.
oh yeah, Frankie is like, oh, and she's like, Lamb, this killing machine is your friend?
I barely know him.
He's like one of those Daleks out of Doctor Who, that British show I watch sometimes.
Oh, I've seen Doctor Who. Yeah, that's a lot like a Dalek.
Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah, I've never heard him say exterminate.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
At that moment, down goes target exterminated.
Oh man, and it was hey, if you remember the name of this operation, it was Operation Exterminator, so very appropriate. Oof. Okay, Carter, and then we'll check in with Lamb. Oh, unless Dowd, anything else you wanted to do besides double tapping the 18 down there?
After the target exterminated, Dowd kind of shifts a little bit and goes back to his old self. Well, that was quite something, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Wow. Just
Job well done.
Dang. Okay, Carter.
Carter's gonna walk over. Is gonna climb down and walk over to Dowd as he's dealing with checking on Zy18. And she's gonna reach up and pump all 15 Lamb hands into Dowd. So you get 15 hit points back.
15 hit
Oh,
points.
nice.
Nice. Well, how does this work on Dowd, by the way?
Still human in there.
That's true. There is indeed, flesh within the steel.
Huh. I actually feel kind of better than I was before. What was that, Carter?
Something it's nothing.
Interesting. Okay, so what does Carter do? Oh, is Carter any
Just
cool healing?
yeah, just basically making sure the body is dead and signaling to get Wampus to climb in here so we get the body out of here as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wampus is cruising over with the van to help carry the evidence away.
Gotta deal with something. Gotta deal with this somehow.
Yeah, he's got the cleanup stuff, the body bag and everything.
Well,
All right.
there's something about that John Bush there too.
Body first, then we'll deal with that.
Yeah, they'll take care of it. Just the groundskeeper can sweep it up and burn it all. It's just dead bugs and branches. All right, Lamb.
Sure. So Lamb's the arms stay out, but the fire and the lightning kind of come off of them now that she's not pissed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The arms she can't get rid of. They stay out until they go away. She looks off the roof and goes, Agent Carter, do we have to leave immediately, or can I finish listening to the Beatles?
I'll look at the body. 10 minutes?
Is that enough to finish the White Album?
Frankie's
Probably not.
Frankie's like, you know what? I got an extra copy. I will give it to you.
Thanks. What's your favorite song off it? Maybe we can listen to that before I go.
Oh man, what would her favorite song be? I may have to get back to you on that one.
And keep in mind, we've already listened to Dear Prudence, so
that one might be her favorite, to be honest.
yeah. Well, we'll just listen to Dear Prudence again.
Hey, it gets better each time. It's a good one. All right. So, with that in mind, with just a little bit of time left here, you guys spend. I mean, while the cleanup is happening, Lamb and Frankie hang out, listen to some music some more.
Zach does not move the entire time the cleanup is happening.
Yeah, Zaya's just standing there. I think Dowd is kind of like, maybe helping with the cleanup a little bit.
Doing what you can.
Yeah, like just like roasting the remaining branches and dead bugs. The body is carried away, and then everyone piles into the van and begins the long drive back to Connecticut. Wampus will actually drop you off this time, so you'll take another plane ride. All right, and then you guys get there. You get maybe a week or so to relax, and then pretty soon you guys are called in for another briefing. Once again, you meet out there on the cocaine. Oh my god, the croquet ground. I mean, they're going to be. I'm sure the cocaine grounds are coming up in the 80s with Iran Contra that these guys are doing. But yeah, you guys are brought to the croquet grounds once more by George H.W. Bush is there waiting for you, and he again is passing out some dossiers, and he's like, all right, well, Operation Exterminator was a tremendous success. So Hermitage has approved another one. Another situation has come up, and you guys are going to be inserted to take care of it.
Inserted where?
Well, hope you get some warm clothes, because we're going to Canada.
Canada, you say?
Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Are we allowed there? It's a different nation.
Well, we have an understanding with the Canadian government, or we did back in the day when Project Omega was really going strong. It was, the perfect place to test Project Omega outside of American soil. That was still close enough for us to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
We found plenty of willing doctors to help us there.
What project do you have that you have to be testing it in a place like Canada rather than down in the missile silos where I was raised?
Well, let's just say we had, I guess, a wider group for the experiments. And we still run some some old transport networks through there. Unfortunately, one of them has come under attack. Some shipments to some of our facilities, I mean, they're pretty much abandoned. There should be nothing there. These are just wrapping up, taking stuff away, making sure it doesn't get revealed what exactly we did up there. But anyway, some of these shipments have been ambushed by things that cannot be described as human.
Okay.
So,
Does this have anything to do with Harrow House?
oh boy. Give me an insight check. I think this will be the last roll of the night because we're about at time here.
Natural 20 for 24.
Okay, he's like, I may have checked the archives to see what that is. There was all kinds of operations going on, back in the 50s and 60s in Canada. Harrow House, I mean, sounds sort of familiar. He's lying. He knows exactly what this is, and he's terrified that you know about it. And with that, we're going to end this episode and our first arc of the Coldest War. So when we come back, the next arc is entitled The Body Politic, and the first episode of which is entitled The Canadian Connection. So we're all joining our friendly neighbor to the north, and that's going to be on the 14th. I'm going to take a week off to like plan everything out, and then very excited. Oh, and I should say everybody's now at level 4.
Awesome.
I'm
So,
taking
cool.
a feat. I'm gonna hurt people as a reaction.
So cool.
I
All right.
think-
Well, all that cool stuff and more. We come back on the 14th for our Project Omega in Canada arc.
Yeah, I think you guys need a whole week off to reboot your natural 20s.
Yeah, it was just like disadvantage with 2 natural 20s. Like, what are the odds?
What the odds are? Yeah, I mean,
One
I
in
think
400.
yeah. I was
One
like,
for
come
odds.
on.
Yeah.
And then we got Nick following up right at the end. I was like, not 20.
Yeah, and then that 20 on like the great mystery. Yeah, like here's a cool mystery. Let me just that 20 that. Here it is.
Yeah, just
I didn't get any
Oh,
nat
I love
20s.
when that happens.
I know. See,
Oh,
they
neither did
robbed
I.
you, Cat. They
No,
robbed
no,
you.
No,
Now,
it's
like,
fine. We had to reverse time at one point in the game for my character.
Oh
so
my
it's okay.
God.
That was not a big deal at all. But like I'm to be honest, like I mean this is peek behind the curtain, but like now instead of the mystery, now it's like another huge chunk of the mystery, and it's like building anticipation. You're like, oh man, what is Harrow House? Like another puzzle piece is falling in. So I love when that happens.
Yeah,
Good
there's a
lord.
conversation that my character's going to want to have with Bush like immediately when the next game starts.
Ooh, okay, we'll definitely do that.
That's why we need the nat 20s to reboot. You guys stole them all. Holy cow. Like I don't think in my whole life, like yeah, I don't think I've ever rolled 2 nat 20s on advantage or disadvantage, to be honest. I don't think I ever have in my whole life.
You know, the one time I did it was on an advantage, and I was like, oh, that would have been way cooler on a disadvantage.
You gave that to him. You gave it to Patrick.
Thanks.
Back in the day, you just didn't know. Foreshadowing.
Well, I mean, it was in Patrick's game, so I guess it kind of makes
So and I'm over there like no joke. I'm like, this is real. I was going over there and turning off the dishwasher, and in my head, I was singing the Beatles. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Ooh,
I
very
would
cool.
like the Beatles was going to my. I was like, I was like, oh my god, you ruined me for the night. Now I'm gonna have to go on.
God. I don't know how Lamb's gonna react to Helter Skelter.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
just gonna go on a Beatles
Crap.
binge
White
right after
Album
this.
is not entry level for a person that
No.
doesn't know rock and
No.
roll.
Oh
It's like,
boy.
oh, this is really pretty. What the shit?
Yeah. Like,
This is
I could-
Satan.
I could maybe see like Abbey Road or something like that.
Abbey Road gets pretty dark unless you only listen to side 2.
It's the
True.
devil.
Yeah.
It is.
But
We
like,
know this. We know this. In 2022, we know it was the devil.
Rubber Soul would probably be a good
Rubber Soul would be
one to
really-
introduce somebody that is like nervous and doesn't really understand
Yeah.
rock and roll at all.
Seriously, I was
All right,
like,
maybe,
oh,
maybe she'll mail you that one. I will say like they'll come back like Frankie
That's just-
Grimaldi and some other characters here will certainly return.
She's got a pen pal now. That's
Yeah,
nice for her.
absolutely.
that was
Yeah.
nice. I was very entertained. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, if you're not watching, or you're watching in VOD, awesome. We love you just as much, maybe more. Who knows? But other than that, we're going to take a week off because we need to prep and reboot our dice. Some of us need to reboot our dice so that we can actually play fair, Nick and Patrick.
No,
I
love
loved
it.
it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
It made for a good story mode.
No, it was
I know,
just
right?
it was just cool. So
I mean, I rolled well on my rolls.
Yeah,
like,
you
you
did.
know, and also the guy that she force shoved off the roof rolled poorly on his.
Yeah,
so.
that was incredible. And also like your roll on the topiary, you like took it like 2/3 down in one hit.
yeah, it was dope.
I was nearly eaten by bugs.
Yeah, good hit on you. Your missile.
Yeah, the magic missiles were like phenomenal though,
killed it
and
for
usually
sure.
that's just like a, meh, magic missile is kind of like, I just need to get some hit points off of this person, and you just rocked it.
I like to use it to make spellcasters feel like
Yeah.
concentration
Yeah.
because they have to make a con check, like con save for every single time a missile hits.
But Dowd
Yeah.
like just rocked the magic missile. I've never seen, well, not never, but it's pretty rare to rock the magic missile. Let's be real.
Yeah, I've got to reinterpret like every spell he has into like what would the cyborg have instead of magic, you know?
Welcome to Artificer.
Right? That was dope. Okay. So I digress, but thank you so much. Very exciting. We finished this arc. We'll be back in a couple weeks. So make sure and go out into the community, your local community, go to your local game stores, hook up with your friends on Discord or wherever, Zoom. And that way you can easily either do it virtually or in person, pull up a chair and make time to tabletop.
Tabletop.
Go out there, guys. Play with your friends. We will see you very
It's
soon.
so good.
Good night, everybody. See you later.
Oh, I got a half of one for you. Oh, where is it? I suck at this. All right. Good night.
See ya.